Yo, welcome back everybody. It's Maydaysan back in the house here, and we're back with another episode of Maydaysan Talks. So today, I hope you guys enjoy some gameplay here. We got the Rainbow Goodness GKS gameplay of Call of Duty Black Ops 4, Throw Ops 4. Hope we can get some new kinds of gameplay going on the channel here. Let me guys know in the comment section down below what kind of games you want to see in the back. I probably just put whatever. They're really just a backdrop. Like, it's not really supposed to be like, ooh, this guy's so good at this game. Oh, look at that kill though. Ooh, double two-piece chicken piece pot pie. Boom, baby. Yeah, well, I don't know what accent I'm trying to do here. But speaking of double two-piece, I want to talk about a double two-piece here on the channel today. About two-piece chicken. Dispatch company got a two-piece on 2 of our ALTs, guys. Boom, fired. I want to talk about 2 ALTs. I won't say any names, but I just want to explain the situations because I hopefully want to get them on the show here so they can tell us our story a little bit more. But pretty much double kill from the dispatch companies to our beloved dancing monkeys, guys. Before I get into that, I hope you guys watch the video, which kind of sparked this discussion today about running into your students and getting paid for it. Obviously, it's a joke, but I honestly don't believe sometimes it might not actually be a joke. Maybe it actually does happen. Let me know if it did. Anyway, that's on the main channel on Maydaysan in Japan. New videos every Monday, memes, all that stuff. And yeah, hope you guys watch that. And we'll have some filler content in between, which is this stuff here. Anyway, let's talk about this. So the first person I want to talk about who just got fired as an ALT for companies that will not disclose, obviously. This boy got fired for his YouTube videos, man. Oh my god, when I heard the news about that, it kind of put me on edge. So basically, if you don't know, basically this ALT, and I guess I'll put his channel in the comment section. I didn't really ask him to make this video, but I guess I'm allowed to talk about whatever I want, but I don't want to plug any names until I get his permission, so I'll put that in the comment section when I can. Anyway, this ALT, pretty much, he's been making videos, right? For probably a while now. He's got a good amount of subscribers, way more than I do. And he has some, I guess, like he has a variety of content, like discussions. He has a little comedy skits. He has a little discussion thing called Curdle Couch that he talks about, and he also makes music and stuff, right? And basically, you know, I guess there was one video from what I watched in this video, one video that kind of caught attention, and it has a particular character in there who kind of looks and acts kind of like a yakuza or like at least a hudio or a gang member. I don't know. I personally don't care about like how he portrays himself because it's not real, obviously, right? It's just a character. But basically, this video, or I guess his channel, was discovered by his students. Okay, which, you know, it can't be helped. You know, it can't be helped that happens, but I guess it does. So anyway, his students found out, and then his teachers found out through the students, and the teachers were not about it, bro. Apparently the teachers just weren't having it, and I guess they brought it up with the company, and then the company pretty much gave him an ultimatum and told them, yo, your teachers don't like this, and you gotta either choose to delete those videos or you're done. You're gonna have to sign resignation because it's not fit for a teacher. It's an image as a teacher. And then this ALT's, ex-ALT's argument was, well, I'm not paid like a teacher. I don't get treated like a teacher. You know, I'm just pretty much the underpaid dancing monkey. But you know how Japan is, guys, superstitious. You know, just kind of, you know, everything is about image here. There's a big, huge thing about image. And I guess I guess from the company standpoint, and I guess from the school standpoint, they wouldn't want a teacher looking like a Yankee or whatever, you know, for the kids in that particular area. But, you know, it depends on the school and stuff. But I pretty much think that the reason he got fired is because they preemptively didn't like him. Well, I could argue against that, like, his content was maybe a little suggestive, but not enough to get fired, man. Like, let a man be free. Like, as teachers, I guess, even though you're not really a teacher, but you're perceived as a teacher. I guess if you have that image, it kind of like echoes this kind of weird censorship, this very, very strange censorship that you're not allowed to express yourself. You're not allowed to, you know, do anything that's not a, you know, typical teacher. That's pretty dumb, in my opinion. That's pretty dumb, and it's also like I also understand it and it's not my place to, you know, say anything about that. But like, that was just dumb, and pretty much like it kind of scared me a bit, and because I make videos, right, and I do stupid characters half the time, Haru and Takahashi Sensei teacher. And what if someone says like, teachers aren't like that, or you're disrespectful, blah blah blah, and then I get fired for what I express. Like, if it comes down to it, and the company that I work for gives me that ultimatum, I choose my content any day over that. What the heck? You trying to censor me? You know what I mean? I understand censorship, but there's also like a limit. Like, that's just BS. That's why I kind of want to just get out, so I can just freely express myself without this risk of being fired for not being teacher-like. But anyway, I hope this ALT does well. I think he's in struggle bus right now, but I hope he finds what he's looking for. And hopefully someone will, you know, he'll find a new job and continue to make his videos, because, you know, I know how it feels. That's the story for another day. But anyway, so story number 2, ALT started 3 months in, fresh off the boat, making good rapport with the students, having fun, being a good teacher, all that stuff, being the underpaid dancing monkey. And, you know, when you start getting used to everything, you know, you start, you know, becoming more embedded into the culture, you know, embedded into the school culture, and you get a feel for how people act with their students and stuff like that. You know, maybe, you know, obviously, like, in terms of contract wise, it's not your place, but, you know, if your school aren't assholes or dicks, you know, they'll just look at whatever, right? Just like, okay, cool, as long as you're not doing things too stupid. And by doing crazy things, I mean doing anything more than a high five. And basically what happened is this teacher, ALT, I guess he got a piece of paper or something, and like he bomped her on the head, just kind of like he bomped the student on the head, just kind of like to tease, like, oh you, oh silly you, kind of thing. He bopped her on the head. It's kind of playful. It was a playful thing. No one really cared. No one actually nobody really cared about it. Student didn't care. It was just kind of an everyday kind of thing, like, oh, that's cool. I'm not saying he hits her on the head every day, but, you know, it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't a big deal at all. Teachers didn't care. No one even batted an eye. But for some reason, somehow, the parent caught wind of this, and she accused him of bullying and harassment, and this is unacceptable. I want to deport this man off the country. Like, you know what I mean? She made a huge fuss about it, and you know how it is, guys, in the public school system. It isn't the principal, it isn't the teacher, it isn't the BOE who have the power. It's the parents. Okay, so I don't know what it was, but according to him, the story, I don't know, but she's pretty much the one that got him canned, boys and girls. He's gone. She got him fired. She interpreted this thing that no one else in the entire class or school interpreted as bullying or harassment or anything, and he's done. So basically, it caught wind of the company. The company said, yo, they're gonna, you know, they're complaining about harassment. This is bullying, stuff, blah, blah. And then, you know, ALT's argument was, what? So that means a high five is considered harassment. A high five should be considered harassment too, because you're physically touching. It's like, well, you physically touched them with the piece of paper. Well, yeah, I guess you can argue that, but then you can also argue that every breath that you take on this earth is also poison, because oxygen is technically poison. Like, it's just kind of this, they took it too far. And though I do get it from a contract perspective, and you don't want to be a risk to the business or anything like that, and, you know, you put a lot of other ALTs at stake and stuff like that, but like, there's human understanding too, man. You're not a robot. You don't have to follow you don't have to follow it by the book like all the freaking time. Like, you do, but at the same time, it's just like, guys, like, do you really want to go through this, get a new ALT, go through this entire thing just for something as dumb as that? And I personally think she was out to get him. Like, she had a preemptive notion that she did not like him as an ALT. Hopefully I can get some more information out of this through the real person himself. Hopefully I'm gonna get an interview with him. I talked to him about it, and I just wanted to make a video first to, you know, kind of talk about the entire issue as a whole before I actually got into some juicy storytime details, to keep his identity, you know, kind of just, you know, on the down low. But I personally think that school was out to get him, like, or that parent was out to get him, just like how that other school with the first boy got Cade. I think they just didn't like him preemptively, and they were out to get him. And that was just kind of the catalyst for both of these situations to get him out. maybe he was a bad influence, maybe he wasn't foreign enough, or maybe he was too Japanese, or whatever reason it is. I feel like this was a catalyst for that, and they took that chance. And that parent was just, quite frankly, a bitch. So it kind of brings it back to me, and it's just like, how do I feel about this, and how does that affect me in the future? Clearly, I'm not gonna give any of my kids any more high fives. This is how it's gonna be, yo. I'm not gonna touch them. I'm not even gonna look at them. If I look at them, it's considered harassment, verbal harassment. Jeez, it's worse than the SJWs in America. My God. If this is what it's come to be, like, you can't do anything. First, they censor your freedom of speech and freedom of expression, and then now you're not even allowed to give kids anything more than a high five. Well, you always were not allowed to give them any more than a high five, and now apparently you can get fired for it. Not even like a warning, dude. Not even a warning. Not even a warning. I know a lot of you are going to be in the chat going like, oh, it was against the contract. It was against the contract, so we did know better. It's just like, bro, you get fired for that? Bro, at least give him a warning. Be like, yo, chill out, homie. Mans did not have his back. Okay, the company did not have his back. And I feel really bad, and I hope he finds his way. Same with the other guy. And I hope we all just kind of stay on your toes, guys. Don't do anything stupid. Don't use the outlets at school. Don't give kids high five with more than one hand. You're gonna get fired for bullying or harassment. All right, guys. Thanks for listening to this podcast today. Wasn't as long as the other one, which is good. And hopefully I can get both of these people on the show. And if they're watching, hope we can get you on the show and give me some time on a digital interview. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you're enjoying these commentaries and gameplay content. Let me know what games you want to see in the back. Make sure you subscribe to the main channel, Maydaysan in Japan. New videos every Monday, comedy sketches and all that stuff like that. And we'll see you guys next time. Mata ne!